going on, you guys? Like what you got to the channel? It's your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. And today I got one for the father, one of this year's Best Picture nominees. And I've been like trying to like get through the Best Picture nominees because I'm kind of late on. I want to get all my bids in before this year's Oscars, and I've gotten down to. I've only got a couple. I think I only have one more left to see, and that's Mank. But this one, starring Olivia Colman and Anthony Hopkins, is essentially about a daughter and a father who's going through Alzheimer's. Oh, just off top, I want to let you know the film is great. I absolutely loved it. Granted, I have kind of a little bit of connection to this because I lost my mother to. Well, I lost my mother last year, but before she left me, she was dealing with Alzheimer's. She got diagnosed with it last year, and like it was something that me and the family had to deal with. I'm not gonna say mainly me because my mother, my actual mother, it was kind of tough on her as well because when somebody's having Alzheimer's, it is a very tricky situation for I think all parties involved. And in my situation, it was like my own person my mother trusted. I keep saying mother. Technically, it was my grandmother, but I call it just my mama because it's the only person I've lived with ever, and that's who raised me. So that's why that's what you keep saying, mother and mom. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means. It's a situation in which I'm the only person she trusted, so it made it tougher for my mother, who's her daughter, just like to like communicate with her, because there's things that go on in a person's mind, and that's what this film does excellently. Okay, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. It does so well showing the viewpoint of that person because you only can perceive what you think somebody's going through. They can tell you something and you'll be like, nah, that's not what happened. Like, no, that's you have to be extremely patient with someone. You can't get annoyed. You tell them something they're going to forget, and you just have to tell them again. You might have to tell them. Oh, you might have to tell them 5 times in one day, but that's okay because you have to be patient with that person. And in this scenario, it's like to the extreme because Olivia Colman cares about her father a lot. She cares about him a lot, but we get to see things through Anthony Hopkins' eyes. How it affects him, how he sees people, how he remembers situations. And there are times the film lets you know early on what kind of film it is. It's like real and raw. And it's gonna get you because you're gonna be like, because you're looking at things through his perspective. Okay? Some things are just going to happen. And then you're going to get new information and you're going to be like, that's not the same person. This person told me one thing. Does this, like you start looking at a situation like, does this person exist? Is this a real person? Is this actually happening? Because with all, it's like your brain is malfunctioning. Like there's been situations where my mom called me. I forgot. I think I was asleep one day, and I woke up with like 30 missed calls from like multiple people, and it was. I'm like, yo, I called back. I'm like, yo, first person I called back was my mom. I'm like, Mom, what's going on? She's like, you alright? I'm like, yeah, what's up? She's like, somebody called me and told me you was in a wreck. So she had called me, and then she had ended up calling my mama, and then she had called my uncle. She was like calling all our relatives, like, "Yo, what's that guy? What's that guy in the wreck? Like, we need to check on him." And then I had to call them back because I was asleep. So they probably think like, "What's going on?" They're like, "Hey, you need to call her or what's name, tell her everything." I'm like, yeah, I just was asleep. Like, ain't nothing happening. But they don't know that. They don't, like, my grandma will, like, constantly be like, yo, somebody called me and said this. This happened. You told me this. You told me that. this so and so said this to me, and I just be like, I called him like, nah, I haven't seen her. Like I haven't been by your mom's house. I haven't seen her, and I haven't talked to her. It's just like it's just things they're being created in their own minds, and that is what this film does. It shows it 100% perfectly, and I feel even like I said, even though I don't know, just because I can only assume based off like the medical knowledge that we have, and just like this is what it is, that it's like a correct depiction of how it is. Because there are some scenes in this film where I'm just like, you start feeling hurt, like you really start feeling hurt, just simply because you know they can't control this. This is not what they want. This is just happening to them, and they're just a victim of circumstance. Like a person looks one way one day, looks another the next day. They forget people. They've never met people. People, and it's just like, and you think that's bad. It gets so much worse than that. And the film, by the end of this damn film, if your eyes ain't watering, you might be soulless, okay? Because by the end of it, I was looking and I was just like, damn. Like like it's so crazy how they wrap this film up together. It's so crazy because like you get to that end scene, and it's just a scene in a room. You get to it, and you just thinking like, damn it, this accurate as hell. You can't say nothing. You're helpless. Because that's what you are when a family member has Alzheimer's. You're helpless. You're just sitting there watching them go through it. And there's really nothing you can do other than be around them. That's enough of this review because I don't want to get too deep into things. Overall, I thought the film was fantastic. This film would have won Best Picture. I wouldn't be mad one bit. The film gets an A from me. Olivia Colman is fantastic. Anthony Hopkins is sensational. It's top tier, and I don't know who directed it. I don't have like my information around with me at the moment right now. But this was so well executed in every single aspect. Check it out, The Father. It's only a buck, and it's a quick run, but it's so efficient. It uses time well, like an hour 30, something like that. It uses time so efficiently. Check it out. The Father, Best Picture nominee. Wouldn't be mad if it won it. Not one bit. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought about that in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys are staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.